It would be. All right. Happy Friday.
Hello, everybody. I am the middle finger blanket, welcoming everyone
Matthew's
to
somewhere
the
under
last
there.
Crochet along. Whoa. That was my middle finger blanket voice. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the
You
voice.
have the best entrances, I've got to say. Hello, everybody. Look at this, Chris. Chris is saying, you're in for a treat. It's a really fun chit chat with lots of laughs.
Hello. Oh, yay. That's how we perceive this. I really enjoy that. You want to know a random that I'm doing? I made the decision. I know people are going to have opinions because people have opinions about everything. But I'm transitioning away from the beard.
Are you?
Yeah, I've been noodling on it for a while, and I was like, let me just go for it. I was trimming my beard like the regular, and then instead of doing the 2, I was like, let me go to 1.5, and then I was like, let me sit with the 1.5 for a while to where it's like a stubble situation. I trim my mustache, and it's like,
Very nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's got the whole like masculine, sexy thing, feeling, whatever. But it's like the reason that I originally grew a beard. It happened when, because did you know I used to model? I used to be like so thin. I used to model professionally. Like I did all of that, and like
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did. When I lived in Los Angeles, it was like my late 20s, early 30s, and then like when my sister passed, like my priorities changed, and like it just was no longer important for me to like look and like it seems so stupid, like a vapid situation to like focus on the aesthetic. So I started eating more, and I love food. It's great, and I feel like happier. But I felt uncomfortable that I gained weight. So I put the beard on. And I think it's like a thing that people who can grow beards do, most of whom are men. I am not. So it's people who can grow beards. Like for some reason, it's like it camouflages like that I gained weight, but it's like it doesn't do that. Like, no. But then now I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling and looking healthier. I think it's time to like let go of the like what's it called when it's a blanket?
It's like a security blanket, right?
That part. And it's like, because it doesn't fool anyone. It's like, it's not. But then it's like, even doing this, I'm like, oh, that's my face. I remember my face. So I'm going to do this for a bit.
Well, first of all, you have a new kind of blanket, which you're holding in your hands, which is the reason why.
Who needs a security blanket when you can have a middle finger blanket, everyone? Kits
exactly.
Now available.
Get your kit today. But I think what's great is recognizing why you've had it. And now you get to make the choice as to whether it continues to be a security for you, whether you love it or you're
and it's not going to be over as long if I can grow a beard. Because I showed my daughter, because my daughter has opinions, because this is all she knows is the bearded one. And so I was like, okay, you have to look at this, get used to it, soak it in, sop it up, because you're not going to impact me. She's like, I don't know. Then she was like, you know what? I was just thinking about your beard the other day, about how much I like your beard compared to you not having a beard. I was like, so what? And she was like, I was like, I change my my appearance all the time. She's like, yeah, sometimes you have short hair, sometimes you have colored hair. That part, it was my security beard. But it's like, I will never look the same. I get it to where it's like, oh, okay, I mess with it enough to where it looks cute. I keep it for a little bit, and I'm like, I'm finished with you. Let's figure something else out. So yeah, I'm gonna grow my hair longer. It's growing long. It's all my natural color now. I've been doing my things. I have my laser. I mean, I got my little patch there. My laser where I grow my hair. I put my little laser. I'll show you my laser cap.
Oh, I love that.
I put my little laser cap on every morning. I use my things. Like this is my
cap?
Yeah, I put it on and then I push it. I'll grow hair right now with everyone. I put it on.
I love that.
And then it turns, it's red light. And
look at you multitasking.
Yeah, so right now I am growing hair. Not only am I doing a crochet along, folks, but I am officially growing hair with y'all right now. But it does work. It does the thing. And so yeah, I'm growing my hair and the beard's going to go. My lashes, like, look how long my lashes are. I've been using the Latisse.
I was going to say, don't put that on your...
No, I won't put it on my face. That would be weird. That'd be awkward. So that's the beginning of our crochet along. So basically, this is the vibe. So hopefully y'all are
love.
Here for the vibe, some announcements. So we're going to do a giveaway of 2 $50 gift cards later on in the show. So make sure to stick around, or if like you get bored, come back towards the end. And then the Wander 10 packs are now available. There were the 5 packs before. Now there are the 10 packs. So like that's kind of cool. You can get 10. And then this is our final crochet along of the middle finger blanket.
It is. And let's post you can post your finished middle finger blankets on whatever social platform you're on. Make sure you use hashtag I love my furls so that we can find you easier. Make sure you tag mx.domestic on
No, it's
Instagram.
just if you tag me on the social, like the @ symbol,
yes.
Then if it's Instagram, it's got a dot in it. If it's everywhere else, there's no dot.
Okay. Just do that. Just share it wherever you are, and then tag, and then
everyone. Let's not let the middle fingers die just because the crochet along's over.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Show puff created. Is it shoe like Rue? Shoe like Rue. Is it Louisiana? Shoe puff. So maybe. When's the next time I will be taking donations? So yes. I used to do a lot of fundraisers all the time on my Mixed Domestic Instagram page. And the way that I set it up is I solicit handmade items from other people. It's also how I offload my stuff, because I always feel like weird and dirty selling handmade stuff that I make. So either I'll give it to someone who I know will appreciate it, or I'll use it for fundraisers. And so I'm going to be having a fundraiser for the AIDS Walk Northwest, which is the Northwest of the United States, where they collect and get money to help with HIV and AIDS, which is one of my passions, is helping in that. And I'm going to start soliciting new donations from folks, which the first set of donations is any handmade items, handmade or handmade adjacent items that anyone has. So like I'll be hitting up some, like Frills will be giving some hooks.
We will, yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So if you have notions that you'd want to donate, that's cool. If you have handmade items, that's cool. And there'll be a form up on any of my social, and the links, I'll link to the form for that. I'm going to set it up after next week. My niece and her boyfriend, who's 24, are coming Sunday. So they're going to be here for a weekend. After that, then that's going to be my priority, is getting that set and up and running, because I want to have the actual fundraiser the first week in September, because that next weekend is whenever the AIDS Walk is. And I want to make sure that the money is raised and stuff for that. So thanks for asking. That was really sweet. And thanks for remembering. Oh my gosh, it means so much. So just if you want to get connected with all that, then make sure to subscribe to my newsletter if you don't already. Mm-hmm. And then go find my Mixed Domestic Fundraiser page over on the Instagram.
I just shared it.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And basically all the items will be put there, and then there'll be no comments until the day it opens. And then when it's live, people can go comment their bid, and then if you want it and you bid a little bit more, it's like a regular like auction fundraiser kind of situation. And then at the end of the week, I'll close them. Whoever has the winning bid will be sent the item, and then you'll donate directly to like the fundraiser. So that's what's going on. Oh no. Someone fell. You broke your crochet bag?
Oh,
Elizabeth, I'm sorry you broke your crochet bag. That makes me sad.
Oh my gosh, Oh, Elizabeth, are you okay?
Do we need to call?
Okay?
Do we need to call someone for you? We love you, Elizabeth.
Oh, I hope you're okay. Oh no. Oh no. Email us support@furlscrochet.com if you have not yet, please.
I was going to ask if you were wanting something, like a new hook or whatever. Please. Yeah, I would be kind of salty about it. It was the amazingness of this crochet along that made you fall. Aw. That's a good way. That's a good thing to be a pro at. I bet you were real graceful and pretty. So.
Okay.
So you want to see the red light? Look, red light.
And maybe we're gonna start seeing like curls coming down towards the end of this.
It looks like that situation, right?
Maybe you can join us again for another live sometime in August, where we can talk more about the fundraiser then.
I would love to. Yeah, once it gets up and running, I'd love to pop in on one. Yeah. See, like mid-August towards the end. I'd love that.
Okay, perfect. Not rid of Matthew yet.
That would be super great.
You're not rid of us yet, is what it is.
I mean, I'm never, we're forever ever. Like this is we're a forever relationship. That's what's up with us. And hey, so this shirt is available. Yes, I crochet. No, I won't knit you a blanket is available in my merch store. Y'all want to go find it if you want to get it.
Amazing. Okay,
Because I'm sure all of us crocheters have experienced that. And that's it. And just like that, my head's done cooking for the night.
So that is not my carbon monoxide detector. Okay. I swear. Oh my gosh. Okay. I hate to bring this up, so I apologize. Did you get the border tutorial done? No. Okay.
Oh no, I didn't do that. I've had to work. I've been so busy because my niece is coming, so I've been getting a whole bunch of the border tutorial has not happened. I failed you. Each week the tutorial came later and later in the week, and then this one
will be here.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Well, you know what? Maybe that's when we will get together next. Is once.
Yeah, I'll have it done by the next.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, because I had a little swatch, but I was like, that's silly to put it on the swatch. So my goal is to try and finish the blanket and then put it on the blanket because I'm not going to stop crocheting it. Hey, y'all want to help me pick my next color?
Let's do this.
Okay, so this is the situation that it's going on. So this is where it started. Yeah, it's so pretty. Yeah, look what's going on. Just so you get the flow. And then
you started off with our newest colors. Right.
I did. And then, so I'm right here with this. So it's going to go in between the gray. I'm not going to put another gray. So.
Hey, Rue, I'm thinking the same thing. It needs like a little color again. Yeah.
Which blue?
Is that Caspian and Laguna or Midnight?
Caspian. And Midnight.
Okay.
Yeah. Caspian and Midnight. Who wants to pick a color? Oh, wait. Which one's this one? Caspian.
Caspian's the lighter one. Everyone's saying, I think, the lighter one.
This one?
Caspian.
Okay, let's do it.
Look at that.
See how fun that was?
On row, this color change is where I'm at. I haven't gotten very far at all.
No one's judging you a lot.
Everyone has said, you know what? Everyone so far has said the lighter one. You want to see a Scorpio zodiac hook? So do I.
Let me show you the whole bunch of words.
So do I.
This is how far along I've gone. That's a good job. I did a good job.
You did much better than I did.
I must really like this blanket.
I love that. So we're working on some new hooks. I actually was testing out a new sample that I received today, which was exciting for a new type of hook.
But you can't talk about it?
No.
It's like I can't talk about it. I mean, I'm going to talk about it to tease you, but I'm not going to give you any information. It
was wood. It was a different shape than we typically use. And there were some things that were great about it because I have short fingers, like smaller hands. And so I like a slightly shorter hook, which is why I tend to go for the alphas usually. But I really want to see something with like a shorter throat, like a shorter shaft, so that it's just more comfortable, so I can still have the ergonomics. So we are slowly working away at some different types of hooks like that. And, oh, look at this. Maggie Lou, you're so funny. My NDA is signed. Leos, yes, we're working. All the zodiacs are being worked on. It's just a matter of when we're happy with the samples we receive and making sure it's in that zodiac's season, right? Because we don't want to release like a Scorpio hook, for example, in April. We want to do it during the season. So
what have you made a decision on the 13th hook?
That sounds so much fun. That would probably be the last one we do. And I can't imagine not doing it.
It has to happen. Does anyone remember what the 13th zodiac sign is? Because I don't. If you know, put it in the comments.
There you go.
It was like Rascacielos. No, that's like a skyscraper in French. Rascacielos. Is that skyscraper in Spanish? Alexa, What is rascacielos?
I don't know that.
Alexa, what rascacielos in French? What's that mean?
Roscoe in French is Roscoe.
Roscoe. No, that's not what I'm saying. Did I just make up a word? I need to know this now.
I don't know, but maybe that is what our next hook will be called regardless. Jessica, yes, we actually, I believe we received a shipment of alphas today. So they're going to go through our QC process. Well, look at that fun fact.
It's in Spanish. Why did that pop up in my head? That was so random.
That is so random.
Oh my gosh. I love living.
When was the last time you used that word?
College, maybe? Like, what a random thing. Gosh, I love my ADHD brain. I love the way it works.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus.
That's right. That's right.
Ophiuchus.
Thank you, Maggie. Yeah, Sarah, the candy shops are also shorter. They're the same length as the alphas for the most part, although the alphas are hand carved, so they do vary in length slightly, whereas the candy shops are hand poured into a mold. So the mold is anyway, but yes, both, depending on which type of yarn I'm using. And then blue yarns, blue skies, skyscrapers. There you go.
That made the connection.
Totally.
Right into the sky, because skyscrapers are into the sky touching the zodiac signs, which is the Ophiuchus. Look at what we did.
I'm going to giggle the whole time I release that hook.
Those synapses are fun, how they connect.
So I've been getting into, I've gone down this rabbit hole because someone sent me, I'm pretty sure it was my husband, a TikTok of a cartoon from the 80s. Or there was this Canadian dairy farmers commercial, which, oh my gosh, if you're Canadian, you would remember the rapping dairy farmers. Anyway, it was a whole thing. But I went down a rabbit hole of that. And so all of these shows that I hadn't thought about in decades were coming up. And then all of a sudden, right, it was that moment of realization when you remember these just really random shows that you may have seen once, like the Romper Room. I think there are a lot of Canadian shows that I'm probably not realizing were Canadian until I talked to my US friends and realized that.
Hey, so while we're on this subject, does anyone remember, because my spouse randomly thought of, because we have moles in our backyard, so we're trying to figure that out, right?
Okay.
It was a cartoon character probably when I was a kid. I'm 47. So in the 80s, 90s, that was a mole that wore glasses and had a lisp, and there was something about a submarine. I tried to Google it, but I didn't know what it was. Does anyone know that cartoon character? I couldn't help them. This should be live on Facebook as well. Zoila.
Yeah, it is live on Facebook as well. It's live in 5 places on Facebook. So there's the Furls Facebook page, the Fun with Furls Facebook group, the Crochet Foundry Facebook page, the Crochet Foundry Makes Facebook group. And then Matthew, can you say the name of yours? Because I know it's a little bit longer.
Mixed Domestic Sewing and Crafting Room.
There you go. We're live there too.
Yeah. Because I used to be in the sewing room, and then it became Polycraftual. We voted on it and everything. Sewing and crafting room.
Morocco Mole?
Morocco Mole?
Is that it?
I don't know. Does he live in Rascacielos?
I don't know. Is it this guy?
I mean, he's kind of cute.
Maybe. With Secret Squirrel?
I'll ask.
Interesting.
Morocco Mole. We think it's mole. The naked mole rat. But moles are a thing, y'all.
Yeah, they are.
In the backyard, they're a thing. We thought we were doing good, and then nah, they came. We beautified our yard too, and we put all these plants up. It's because they wanted to come hang out with us. I get it.
Well, you gave them beautiful landscaping to hang out in. So.
And we created roots to where the worms were down there, and they were like, "Oh, there's food for us. Let me eat it." But you know what's kind of sad is we put not sad, but like funny, like but like in where we like on
Not
the
sad, but
corner of
funny.
our backyard, we have that's where we planted trees and stuff, and there's like bark dust and stuff. But before we put the bark dust down, what do y'all call it? Mulch in some places.
Yeah.
We put like that like tarp, like it's like that thing, like the barrier.
The landscaping fabric.
That part. It says the moles are trying to pop up and like get out of there, and then they can't. And it's like, oh, that has to suck. They're like, oh, I found an exit. And they go boop boop. They can't get out, and it's like, no. Poor moles. They're stuck.
We had some fun visitors. My dog was losing his mind the other day, frantically freaking out, and I thought like a dog had walked by or something, but he wouldn't stop barking. So finally I went upstairs to see what was going on, and look who I found in my front yard.
What?
4 little baby raccoons in my front yard.
That's wild.
Isn't it adorable? Literally wild, yes. And then and then I got to show you this one little face though. This killed me.
What you doing?
It just like popped out. So I thought it was one, and then there was another one, and then they just kept coming, but there were 4 of them going up and down our front maple tree.
That's wild. You know what I just remembered? Where do you live? I know Canada.
In Northern Ontario.
Okay. Well, when I was in Toronto, I went to Toronto once in my early 20s for a job. The squirrels there are black. Yeah. And I was like, why are the squirrels black? Down here, they're not black. They were the most beautiful squirrels. Is that where you are too? Are they black there too?
Yeah, we have black, we have gray, we have brown. And they get bigger depending on the color. And so I'm about 4 hours north of Toronto. And then we have our chipmunks. Yeah. And then I'll never forget the one time I was at actually they were more common in Southern Ontario. So I went to Waterloo for school. And so it's like Southern-ish Ontario. And I'll never forget seeing like I was sitting outside one of the buildings just like on my break, and this squirrel, I can't remember the different size. I think it was the black ones or the smaller ones, if I remember, going up the side of a building. And I was like, oh, wow, he was right there. So cute. And then all of a sudden a bigger brown squirrel ran up and grabbed him in his mouth. And then a bird, I don't remember how big, it was like one of those bird of prey, came down and swooped up both of them, and they left. And it's like one of those memories that I'll never forget. Usually it's the Canadian geese we need to be worried about. Not as much as the Canada geese, because I lived off campus and would bike to and from campus. And anytime there were always these Canadian geese in the path, and then they would run after me and try to eat the spokes of my bike when I was going by.
What?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's so fun. I love our crochet alongs. We talk about whatever. All the things. It's the circle of life. You know what we watched? Because we're not ready for movie theaters yet. We still wait for stuff to get home. We watched The Little Mermaid. And it was really good. I was like, wow. I don't know if like, because of course, our brains, they just absorb all of the pieces of information. So it's like, I was absorbing even like some of the criticisms of it. And I was like, no, it was so beautiful. Some of the extra songs though, unnecessary. Like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. If the actor cannot sing, he doesn't need his own song. Like that should be a given, like that part. Right. But Halle Bailey, there's no one else could have played that. I've been following her since she was like 8. Like on YouTube, Chloe and Halle, since they were like little kids back in the day, I was like, oh my gosh, aren't they so talented?
Yeah.
See her like step into her own, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, I loved it. I cried in the end. Like it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful movie.
I tried to go last week, but it was already out of theaters because Barbie and Oppenheimer kind of took over, which is great, except I wanted to bring my 8-year-old to the movies, and I didn't. The Barbie movie's not, from what I've heard, not appropriate for a younger audience necessarily. So
that seems like a grown-up movie.
Yeah. So
right.
But and then we ended up seeing the Super Mario Brothers movie in the IMAX.
Did you love it?
It was so cute.
We watched it and we were like, what is this amazing movie?
Yeah.
It's so good.
It
Like,
was really good.
and it brought all those nostalgia feels because that's what I played growing up. I'm like,
all the songs, right? Like you hear them in the background. You're like, I remember that level, like vividly. That was the level where you were in the underground. Like it was awesome. Oh, we're still talking about moles.
Yeah, Benny Mole and Friends, underwater hide and seek cartoon.
Donna, thank you.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Leanne, yeah, they're evil.
Yes. Wow.
There we go.
I'll text my spouse and see if that's who it is.
Oh, Chris, it's out to buy now? Okay, good to know.
Is this him? Is this
Donna's son's memory apparently was what made this happen.
For the Benny?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very specific. I wonder if this is it. Oh my gosh. Like all the questions should be answered on live stream. Like what kind of question you have? Anyone have a random question? Throw it in the comments. Let's see if we can find an answer. Why not? Sharing is caring. Let's use our little hive mind, whatever.
I was going through my, your Facebook memories pop up, and I had ones where I had asked very specific child rearing questions when my daughter was born that came up on my Facebook page, like my business page, because I was desperate. And I knew that the majority of the people following me were women roughly around my age. And so I'm like, if anyone can help me, right? And I would trust that more than I would trust a random Google search. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. It was so amazing. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have any other questions? Does anyone have a question about the kit or the blanket? I think we answered those in the first 4.
The color, that's a good choice.
Yeah, I like that. Very good choice.
I love this blanket.
All geese are me. I do too. So this one you're making, you said the same size as the original, right? Just different color.
It just, instead of like doing a gradient, I wanted it to feel different. And really it was all because I needed to make sure that the pattern was right.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever I did it, I kind of estimated that it was half a skein, but I wasn't sure it was half a skein. So I was like, before we get this out, let me make sure that I can get 4 rows. So I was like, how can I do that but still make a blanket and not have to frog it? And so that's why I did that. The first 4, I was like, oh, and I was like, let me just go with that. It's super cute. And so then, but that's how all ADHDers craft, I thought.
It's funny because Crystal, and a lot of you know Crystal, she's our ops manager. She's gone live with us many times. I had said something to her in one of our meetings, I think it was yesterday, where I had, not realizing it, made a blanket statement assumption based on the way I process information. Like, oh yeah, well, this makes sense to everyone because, right? And she was like, no, your brain does that, but not everyone's does. And I was like, oh yeah, I had to remember that sometimes, I had to remind myself where I was from Kirkland Lake, because I did see that Vicky is heading up to Northern Ontario, but you'll still be 3.5 hours away from me. So Ontario's huge.
Canada sounds nice.
It is nice.
Having universal healthcare sounds nice too.
It's really big up here. Really big.
It sounds nice.
Yeah, we're planning to take the kids to Toronto in a couple weeks. We're thinking, I'm not sure. We were debating going to a Blue Jays game because we're a huge baseball family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we figured that's how the kids would react to, so we decided not to do it. So we're thinking maybe Canada's Wonderland or the aquarium, or I don't know, something else. We haven't quite decided yet, but
that sounds great. Sports talk I can't participate in. I just don't, unless it's gymnastics or ice skating or tennis. Those I get it. But you know what? Now that the Williams sisters are like done, I mean they're the ones that got me into it. And so yeah, it's like I don't know. Have I aged out of it? Oh, have I aged out of it? That makes me sad. No, what I did is I found crafting.
Is this live yet, Pam? Francis, if you're talking about this live being live, then yes.
This is not live. This is pre-recorded. Ooh, it's going to be pre-recorded for someone watching it. If you are someone who is watching this pre-recorded, let me know in the comments.
Is it hot in Ontario? Like at this moment? I mean, I guess heat is subjective because I find not so hot things very hot. But it also depends on where in Ontario because we are huge. We're bigger than Texas, I believe, this province.
What's the temperature there, Pam? That's what we need to know.
In my city, it is currently at 9:30 p.m., 23 degrees Celsius.
Alexa, what is 23 degrees Celsius for Americans?
73 Fahrenheit.
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, 23 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 73.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Awesome. That's a nice temperature.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be that way all week for me as well.
I love it.
But like Southern Ontario is going to be hotter. Let me see. Toronto weather.
This is my weather right now.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, it's in the 80s. Oh, it's going to be in the 80s all week. Look, this is our weather. This is where we live.
Woo, that sounds nice. But do you have water near you?
Yeah. I mean, there's a river right here. And then, like, I even live on the other side of the river on the Washington side, so I don't have to pay income tax. And then we're going to go to the coast because my niece wants to see a lighthouse. So we're going to drive to, like, it's the lower Washington coast to see one. And, oh, it's so gorgeous. That's one of the things that made us fall in love with the Pacific Northwest. It looks like the pictures on the coast. It's so gorgeous. Ontario is 1.55 times as big as Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, it's big here. So it's that's how I am in. Sudbury's considered Northern Ontario, but really, if you look at it, we're kind of in the middle. So it's far. I mean, you can drive for an entire day, like 12 hours, and still not be out of Ontario. So it's
yeah,
big.
That's a Texas situation because I grew up in Houston, Texas, which is on the eastern side. It's like 2 hours from Louisiana, which is where I'm from. I was born in Lafayette, Louisiana, in case anyone knew where the Boudreaux came from. That's where it came from.
Makes
and
sense.
we drove to Los Angeles when we moved. Wow, to get through Texas, it was like 14 hours of nothing for a while before we got to like New Mexico. Oh my gosh. Is it at least pretty? Or is it just like barren nothingness? Because
Ontario, no. It's like oh my gosh, we're filled with lakes. We have some farmland. We have a lot of
mountains,
like forest. What's that?
Are there mountains?
I mean, lots of
like it's hilly. It's not flat.
But no, it's not flat, and it's but it's not like when you go west and you go to the Rockies. So it's not like mountains like that, but it's definitely not flat here at all. We have all the Great Lakes, like right. We're just kind of like hugging that part of the Great Lakes, and
the Great Lakes, Michigan. They just banned conversion therapy in America. That's so exciting. Right. I got to take
I saw that
a state off I get so excited anytime. I mean, it should be banned everywhere, but it's like ever since I made a quilt. For those that don't know, I made a conversion therapy map quilt, and it's a rainbow gradient of all the states in America, and then I covered the gray states where it's legal to have that practice. And every time a state bans it, then I remove it, and it becomes this like interactive thing. But I've been doing it for like a couple years now, and every time like something's happening, I always get messages, and like my DMs are flooded with people. It's time to remove a state, and people are excited to remove one. Oh, I love it. So it was a 22nd state, Great Lakes connection. Got it.
Yeah. Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan borders Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, which I lived there for a while. And it was really cool because you could, if you went to the end of my street, you could just see Michigan right there. It was like,
that's so cool.
A little hot. Yeah. So
Did you come into the States a lot or no?
No.
Are you like, ew, States?
Well, we would sometimes go across because things were cheaper. Like it was more affordable to buy certain items in the States. And there was a Joann's there because there's no Joann's in Canada. We only have a Michael's. So, or I'm sure there's others. Shouldn't make that blanket statement, but really for like big.
Is there like a crafts, store or something like that? Like that would be cute.
Yeah, there's like that.
No,
and and so sometimes I would hop across because it only took 10 minutes from my house to be at the Joann's in Michigan. And so sometimes I'd get some yarn there that wasn't available in Canada because shipping's expensive. Cross-border shipping, very expensive.
Oh yeah. Anytime I ship stuff from my shop to Canada, it's a little much. I feel sad. They let you back over the border though. That's nice of them.
Okay.
That would be awkward if they didn't. They'd be like,
yeah, no, luckily we did. I was really nervous though, because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I remember there were a few times where I was like, oh, well, what happens if my water breaks there? That's all.
Oh my gosh. And then you have an American citizen daughter or whatever. Ugh.
Well, I didn't know if I honestly didn't know how that would go for like, if I'd be charged to have her there. You know what I mean? So yeah. I was very nervous. So luckily she stayed in. So that was good. They let you back over the border. Yes, they did, thankfully. I've tried to I forgot about the comments. I'm so sorry. I was too busy laughing.
We were just chatting. We were like, oh my God, there's other people here. We forgot.
Yeah. It sounds like the weather's, relatively okay for most people. Obviously, California, Chris is sitting there at 91 Fahrenheit. Mm-mm. Oh, the naked snail feels like 30 Celsius with the humidity. That's not too bad. I mean, it is the middle of the summer. So 83 degrees in New York City. I might be visiting New York very soon in October. Actually, I'm hoping to.
You going to the city?
Yeah. So I'm going to Austin for our to get ready for Black Friday. So we usually go in October just to make sure the warehouse is ready. Everything is all set to go. And then on the way back, I'm thinking about making a pit stop and hanging out in New York for a couple of days.
Have you been there before?
New York. I was in New York, oh gosh, 20 years ago. No, was it that long? No, it wasn't that long, but it was close. So it's been a very long time. And I had won a trip through work when I was working in retail. So I got to go, but then it was scheduled with like what was scheduled for us. So it was definitely probably not the trip I would have chosen on my own. Still greatly appreciative. And I mean, I didn't pay for it, which was really nice. So I can't complain, but I definitely want to go back. I'm a big Broadway baby. I love theater, desperately love theater. And so if there's a way I can go see a show, if anyone knows any shows on Broadway that they would recommend,
I lived in New York in 1997. Did you know that?
You?
Yeah, and I studied at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute. It was my junior year.
No, you didn't.
I did. It was my junior year because I went to an all-male college in Indiana, and my junior year we could intern somewhere. So I was able to intern in New York, and I got a gig interning at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute. Yeah. So I took courses there for
that's a little bit of a big deal.
Summer, and it was so lovely. It was so awesome. I saw so many shows because they would get free tickets. So I saw all the shows. It was just oh my God, that's amazing.
I feel like I have so many questions now for you.
Yeah, that was my first creative thing was theater. I was my undergrad. I was in that route. I did semi-professional theater in Houston until I just didn't want to do it anymore because that's what my brain did. And moved on to something different. And yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Did you not know that? You didn't know that about me?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. I did that. I was a theater kid.
High school.
Really?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I
And
love this
it
for
was
us.
the best experience of my life. And I was debating between studying theater in university or doing something that my dad thought might be more practical.
Yeah.
And so I kind of did one of those, like, I remember thinking, because I was up for a scholarship for theater. And so I decided if I was getting the scholarship, that was what I would do. And I did not get the scholarship. And so I went into neuroscience because that's a really easy transition.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. And yeah.
I mean, neuroscience is fascinating.
It is. It is. Yes, DeVita's in New York, so you bet you're behind. I'm going to be seeing her.
And Frills is in Austin.
Yeah, and Frills.
I'm going to be in Austin.
When?
For my national meeting. I'm gonna when is it? Oh, I gotta get I'm on vacation, but let me look at my calendar. Calendar. I know it's in national. I need to know this. Oh, come on. Calendar. I know I spelled it wrong, but it's okay. Events. No. Why didn't it tell me? Let me, when you search for things and it doesn't come up, like, that's like, I feel like it failed me. Oh, it's going to be next March 2024, the 18th through the 22nd.
Oh.
I'm going to be in Austin. So if I knock on the door at the Furls warehouse, I'll be like, y'all let me in. I'll make a video.
I'm going to get a call from our security cameras.
Just make sure they save the video so I can use it for content.
I can't. There is a chance that I will be there at that time.
That would be wild.
Wouldn't that be amazing? And then I will give you a personal tour.
Oh my God, make it so. Universe, make it so. That would be Sevenito Mosquito. Oh my God.
Putting it out there. Wouldn't that be? Oh my gosh. I would get no work done. Let me tell you. We're going to be receiving polar bear. Okay, I don't know where this conversation came from, but I'm loving it. Why are we talking about polar bears? I love that. Hamilton.
Why are we talking about polar bears? Because polar bears are awesome.
There's a show with Sean Hayes on Broadway right now, or is it off Broadway? I think it's Broadway. And he just won a bunch of, like, I think he won a Tony or something. I don't know. I really want to see that one. Lion King. When is the next Furls Hook giveaway? We are doing gift card giveaways today.
Why don't we do one now and then do one at the end? So instead of waiting until both in the end, so we can work on these comments right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, you want beans? Let me spill a bean. We are actually doing a crochet hook for the holiday season that feels very operatic. Like, we were actually, because we're trying to think, like, we're throwing around names, right? Like, for this, because it's not a zodiac hook, it's not a galaxy hook. It's like it's a hook we haven't done really before, but it totally gave us, like, really elegant, like, almost formal black tie off Phantom of the Opera kind of vibes. So that's really cool that you brought that up. So I can share that because it really says nothing.
But it said so much.
Right? Okay.
That's so much.
Let's do this.
Phantom of the Opera. I saw that one. That was great. And I saw Miss Saigon. I saw Lion King. I saw The Boy from Oz when Hugh Jackman was on it. I saw Rent. I saw so many shows over in the New York City.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Remember, everyone who's watching, the more you comment, the better your chances are of winning. So, all right, let's do. I just started scrolling. So the winner will get a $50 Furls Crochet gift certificate.
Okay. fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum. Stop.
Oh,
I'm so glad you're back, Zoila.
congratulations. See, sometimes if you just put it out in the universe, I don't know when you made that comment. It was okay. Yeah, so congratulations. You won a $50 Furls gift card. Please email support@furlscrochet.com, subject line winner, and we will get you the gift certificate as soon. Keep in mind, our customer service agents are off for the weekend. So, pardon me.
Make sure to thank your mom for interrupting you, so you had to come back.
I love it. Okay. Here we go. And we do have we have lots of hooks on the site right now. So I'm going to be typing things up. So you go ahead and you can talk for me.
Yeah, we're gonna type things up. Let me show you my blue metal fingers. See my new. They gotta go this way because it's upside down. See, it works real good. That was a good color flow. Yeah. How many colors have I done? I'm gonna count. Let's see if you know the colors.
Agave, marmalade, is that? Oh gosh, I can't. It's changing colors as it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about your monitor. You make things as a weird color.
Or your camera. That could be marmalade, agave.
Most of these are new.
Caspian.
Sure.
Sprout. Is that white or wintermint? Is that?
It's one of the new
Alabaster?
ones. It's one of the new ones.
Wintermint then?
Okay.
It's like that really very light green.
Yeah, it's like a pale.
Yeah. Enchanted.
You're enchanted. Is anyone counting? Can I need to know the number?
Darling. Marmalade. Nope, campfire. Now we're getting into the old colors. Older, but not still new. Sandbar or yeah. Garnet. Ambrosia. I might be making things up and I'm very sorry.
You're totally making stuff up.
Moonbeam. And Caspian again. Maybe the first one's not Caspian. Is it Atlantis? Not agave. But like that green, that blue. That's, I think, maybe Atlantis then.
This is the new one.
Atlantis. It's the...
Yeah, it's Atlantis.
Okay. There we go. See? I was okay.
Did anyone count the colors?
73. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like I mess up all the time. This is my problem. 1, 2. Let's count together. 1, 2. Okay, I've already done that one. 3. Okay, that's a new one. 4. Okay. 5. And then this one's 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. This is my 13th color. Yeah, this is going to be nice. 13th. So that means I have, that means I'm getting towards the end.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm actually going to finish a blanket.
Oh,
That's exciting. I'm excited about that because then I can actually like legitimately do the border tutorial.
That's really funny. Glow in the dark hook would be absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. 13 is a lucky number. She didn't respond to her win. That is so very true. Very true. That's hilarious.
Zoila doesn't even know.
She's telling her mom. She's just gone to tell her mom.
Zoila won and then her mom interrupted her.
She's gone again. She's not responding.
I mean, that's what happens if you don't hang out.
What about a Cancer hook? Yes. Both my children are Cancer zodiacs. Glow in the dark would be amazing. Got to figure out a way to do that.
A glow in the dark hook. They have glow in the dark resin. They have glow in the dark beads. So there's a way.
There's a way.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
That would make such good videos.
Right? my gosh. If you can guess what I'm making, just based on how my hook is moving in the dark.
That part. And it's a Halloween. It could be a Halloween hook. It could be a spooky hook. Call it
That's what
spooky. It's got to be called spooky.
See? How many colors are supposed to be in the blanket? 15 to 31. So the original middle finger stitch blanket used 31 colors.
That part.
If we would have had 31 colors in the kit would have cost $200. So since Matthew used half a skein of each color, we were able to get it down to 15 skeins, saving you money. If you want to use all 31, feel free to, get 2 kits.
And we just would have felt bad with all the excess too. So we were like,
we're reducing waste.
But you can get 2 kits and have 30.
Mm-hmm. Or a 10 pack. We have Wander 10 packs now. So you get 10 skeins of whichever color you choose. And it's 21% cheaper than buying a single skein of Wander.
I might make this one 16 though, and then have another color for the border. I don't know. Because I think I want to add more colors. So if this is the 13th color. Okay, so I can have 2 more new colors.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to finish it with this color.
Border.
This color, because I only used 2 rows of this one. So I got to use 2 more rows of this one. So I got 2 more colors to pick. All right. Yeah, I'm going to use that midnight one. And then
Zoila's back. I was so involved in the live. My pizza is burnt.
Which one?
Oh.
Which one? So it's going to end here. This is where it's going to end with this. Oh, that's a beautiful pair to end with.
Mm-hmm.
So in between this and this, which one of these should go in between? One will be the border, one will be the color in the blanket, I think. Or do I want to use it?
And Foundry?
Yeah, or I could do this light one too.
That's really pretty altogether too. Now I want to make my blanket like that.
So this one, y'all let me know. Moonbeam. I don't have a moonbeam already. I don't have a moonbeam.
Don't you?
Mm-mm. Moonbeam. Foundry. And then Cobblestone. Y'all let me know which one. Which one? Moonbeam. Foundry. Cobblestone. Y'all let me know in the comments. Moonbeam. Foundry. Hello, I'm Moonbeam. I'm like the sky. And then this one. Hello, I'm Foundry. Look at me, I'm Foundry. This is Foundry right here. And then this one right here is from the cobblestone. You can get the cobblestone right here. So, Moonbeam. I don't remember the voices, but which one? Did we decide?
It's all over the place.
Today, so y'all were no help. Really, any of them will be cute. So basically, too many choices.
41 choices, truly.
That's a lot. And then there's going to be next year more colors.
This year. There'll be more colors this year, which is really exciting.
This year?
10 more colors are joining.
For real? Like, is what's it called whenever you go buy stuff all over the place? You got to wait for it to come. What's it called? When you buy the supplies and it comes to you and like it was holding up everything in the whole world because certain supplies were hard to get. What's it called?
Supply chain issues.
Supply chain. Ding, ding, ding. Is supply chain going to work out?
I don't want to jinx it because it still takes a long time, but it's, I was told that it's from our ops manager that this one is actually, it seems to be moving quicker than the last time we put through an order. So, and if you think about it, we're not just ordering, a few skeins of yarn, it's tens of thousands of skeins of yarn. And so it takes a long time to manufacture. Then they have to make all the labels and they have to put on the labels. Then it comes by boat because the pallets are so huge. It can't be shipped by air economically. So it takes a while.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And so is cool.
It can be cool when it's not working against you.
That part. But the fact that y'all were able to bring anything to market in the middle of the height of the pandemic, like everything was behind. Like that's so cool. Like
I found that it was actually harder in 2021 and 2022 than it was in 2020.
2020.
Because in 2020 it was the beginning, and so like only one piece at a time of supply chain may have been affected.
Right.
But then by the time like you're really into it and things have been shutting down for months at a time, and then this part of your supply chain has to wait for this one to get back, and then we still
It's like a domino effect. Yep.
That was when it got really.
Yep. It did that for fabric, because I was that's when I was designing fabric regular, and the same thing happened with fabrics. I know the manufacturer, they had to find a new supplier for like everything, and it's like
and then the costs of everything have gone up significantly, so it's that there was just so much to contend with, and it's not easy, especially not in the quantities that you need it to be in. So Jessica took her pride hook to Disney Springs in June and took a picture. She'd like to upload it somewhere to show off, but I don't have social media accounts. Jessica, if you're comfortable with us sharing your photo, you can always just email it to support@crochetfoundry.com, and you can put my name in the subject line, Pam, and I can share it for you on our social channels if we have your permission. So
I think people who don't have social media are cool. Y'all are the coolest people. I mean, but you're here watching, so this kind of this doesn't count. I'm not gonna tell anyone. But people who have not gotten like immersed into social media, I just think you're the coolest people. Like you must be so present, and your days must be so long, and you get so much accomplished. Like it's so cool, and like you interact with people. You probably call people on the phone too, don't you? Like that kind of thing. Yeah, you're so cool. That's so cool.
Kivia, I know you had burning pizza in the oven, but you did win a $50 gift certificate from Furls while you were gone.
Did she just win?
Wasn't that who won?
No,
it was not. Oh, okay. I just said you did. So we're going to give you a teal glitter hook.
Look what just happened.
I'm sorry. I got the names mixed up.
Let's do the last giveaway now.
Should I do this? You know what? This is what happens when you have me doing these lives at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. We get extra things for free. I mean, to be fair, it's 5 letters, Zoila and Kibia. There's an I and an A in it. 3 vowels.
Oh my word.
Now are you scrolling?
Zoila's laughing at me now too.
Are you scrolling?
No, I'm not, because I'm making sure Kivia gets her hook that I just promised her.
What should I sing this time for the song? I feel like
you have time.
It should be
so
Alexa.
It was as soon
Alexa, how does do start? Hold on.
Mom.edu. Salary for
Alexa, stop it. Alexa, play do.
You want me to play the song We Do, right?
No, Alexa, play do by Blackpink.
Here's Do by Blackpink on Amazon Music.
Okay, you scrolling?
No, I'm sorry. I will get back to you. Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Blackpink. Oh yeah.
I am scrolling.
Blackpink. Oh yeah.
I don't want to look at my screen because I want people to know that I'm
like a nigga and then
but I can't not look at you.
Nunchi, black on a pink uni yapajana savage. Stop. Alexa off.
Okay.
One of the pinnacle bad.
Yolanda Perkins, congratulations.
Do you like it in my beard? That's what we went back to the things. We did some Blackpink.
Not kidding. I was scrolling.
Blackpink is my ultimate. Anyone else love K-pop? I love K-pop. It's my favorite. Yes, Blackpink is my ultimate. Lisa is my ultimate. That's it. That's just what's up. Taylor Swift, what? Beyonce, I mean Beyonce, but Blackpink, yes.
Congratulations, Yolanda. You're the winner of a $50 Furl gift certificate. Please email support@furlscrochet.com, subject line winner, to claim your prize. Please keep in mind our customer service team does get weekends off. So they will get back to you on Monday. All right, Kivia, thank you. Okay, Kivia, yes, thank you. I've already put in a note as well to our customer service team that I am making sure they give you a teal glitter hook. It will have to be one of the ones we have, like whatever size we have in stock right now. But oh my word, there we go.
I haven't heard back from my spouse yet because they were outside doing the garden because that is their current. I keep trying to call them out on their current hyper focus. We're like, no, it's not. I'm just enjoying nature. But it's like, no, it's all you do. That's your current, because there's two ADHDers in the relationship. Oh my gosh, but it's gorgeous outside. But they are doing that, so they'll get to it. I'll know next time.
So every once in a while, I get this like urge to do some landscaping, and I don't like the heat or bugs. So then I start the project, I start pulling weeds, and then I end up getting hot and I need a break, and then I leave it for a week. And then all I can think about is how my neighbors were those neighbors with like the little half finished projects all over the front yard, and it's all me.
It's okay. I'm sure they love you. Whatever. If not, my whole neighborhood thinks that I'm not right in the head, which I wasn't for a while. So it's fair. It's fair for them to all have that assessment of me. But I've gotten on the other side of it. I'm sorry that everything felt scary to me, and everything I didn't like, I'd let people know. Yeah, I did. See, it's like a light pink ombre. And
yeah, it is.
I needed to be Barbiecore a little bit.
Mm-hmm. The key is to do the project in the backyard so they can't see. I know. So we have big like bushes in the back. It goes on for a while, and there's a lot of wildlife that's back there, like the moose and the bears and the raccoons and all of that good stuff. And so there's also a lot of mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes have been bad here lately.
They're so bad.
It never used to be a big thing, but now suddenly it's like the mosquitoes are like, y'all in the south is too much. We're gonna go up north. Like, I'm not interested.
Always bad up here, but it's gotten even. We even got one of those like mosquito zapper things for the back that are supposed to like rid your yard. We caught a lot of moths in it, but no mosquitoes. And the earwigs are so bad this year. Really, really bad.
Maggie Lou, what's my favorite nail polish brand? My favorite nail polish brand is the future Mixed Domestic Furls collaboration of nail polish that will happen sometime in 2028. But I am all about the gel nail strips lately. So there's two brands that I love. This is Danny and Tony. And then I love Dashing Diva. They last. Like this I put on a week ago. Look, no chips. They're semi-cured gel nail strips.
That was a week ago?
Yeah, semi-cured gel nail strips that I put on. And then you cure it for like 30 seconds and it's hard. And it's like, so you don't get all of that UV naughtiness.
Yeah.
Favorite brands that I love, like when I used to paint my nails. I love a brand called Cert Colors, which is like a smaller brand. I love Holo Taco. Oh my gosh, they're great. Those are my two favorites. I like the formulas. Cert Colors is more of a buildable, and then Holo Taco is more of a really highly pigmented, thick formula. They both dry really great. So those are my recommendations for nails.
Thank you. I need some recommendations desperately. So we had someone asking that. Where is it? Sorry. Uh-oh. I don't know much about furls. Is that Afghan you're working on a kit on your site? Diana, welcome. Yes, it is a furls kit.
All right, this is the middle finger stitch you want to see.
Welcome to our wonderful world over here. I love this so much. So this is a blanket kit available on the Furls website, designed by Matthew. Matthew's first crochet kit, correct?
Look what I did. Yeah, I did a kit.
And you can do it too. And so you get to choose from 15 colors of Furls' luxury acrylic yarn, available in 41 different colors. You get a size H 5mm streamlined resin hook. I'm using my Taurus hook today because I know we've been talking about zodiacs a lot lately. So this is the one I'm using. Oh, I'm using the wrong size. Yeah.
Oopsie doopsie.
Yeah, but it's so pretty. Which one are you using?
Me?
You're using an Odyssey right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Odyssey.
Matthew's
This
using
this is the original hook that got me hooked on furls, and it changed my crochet game. It changed it. It made it. It turned it from an arduous. It didn't feel good. It hurt. My wrist would get. I can crochet all day, and my wrist doesn't get soreness with all of them. It's the ergonomics of it. The balance is just perfect.
Yeah, very, very good for preventing hand fatigue, keeping your stitches nice and even. They're a little bit distracting if you're someone like me, because they are so pretty, and I probably spend more time looking at them and trying to catch the light the right way than I do crocheting. But that's just, a side effect.
They look great on the gram.
They're gorgeous. And you also get the pattern as an immediate digital download, and you get a tote bag. So definitely grab the kit. The kit will always be available, though. Just because the crochet along is coming to a close, the kit will be available on our site.
I'm not going anywhere. And so if y'all want me to come up with another kit, y'all let them know. You let the furls know. I mean, it's probably going to happen. Like we've already talked about that. But y'all let us know in the comments if you like this mixed domestic situation, if you like the Mathew, if you want some more of this good coming to you and wherever you are, then let me know. I'll get my brain noggin working, and then my ADHD brain will just latch onto it whenever it's ready to come out. Like a slot machine, it's going to come out. That's just...
Well, as soon as we get those new yarn colors, we'll be sending them over, and maybe that will help.
When the inspiration will happen, I bet. Yeah, because that's how this one started. Was when y'all sent me all the colors of the Wander yarn before the new colors came out, and I went to town. Yeah. Oh, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna be crocheting, and you're like, oh, it looks like we should kit this one. I'll be like, okay.
That is how this one happened.
Yeah, carry that.
Yeah, Mathew is crocheting along on Instagram, showing the colors that we had asked not to be revealed yet because we hadn't announced it.
And
if
it's not bullet points, I don't read it.
Pretty sure that was the first sentence. It's fine. It was fine. But I will say that as soon as I saw not only the blanket coming together, but the fact when you first said, I think it's flipping me off. I think that was what you had said in the video. I'm like, sold. So that's when I had reached out. Do you mind if we kit it?
Was I really not supposed to share it? I'm sorry. I feel bad a little bit.
It is totally fine. No. It's totally fine. And,
don't trust me. I didn't sign an NDA. I didn't.
So true. It was so true. And so, but I mean, that was like over a year ago. This kit was a long time in the making.
It was, I started in 2021.
Yeah.
The end of 2021, I feel.
Yeah.
It was. And then I turned in the pattern. We sat on it because we had to wait for the yarn. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're going to do it. Didn't matter what I was doing. Let's go and get going. Okay. Let me stop, drop, and roll.
So funny. Mathew, for the entire team at Furls, just such a huge thank you. You are always so amazing to work with, and we're so happy to have you as part of the Furls family. So
I love you. It definitely feels like family. Y'all have been so welcoming, and y'all have been there with me through all. Even when I was a little out there on my rocker, y'all were still there with me on my rocker, and it was okay. It was like, crochet is great for the rocker.
Our love and appreciation is not conditional. So
thank you. You love me in sickness and health, and ditto mosquito. Okay. So, hey, everyone, honestly, this has been super fun. Like, this is my first kit. Like, it's been a big deal. I always have that rejection sensitivity situation where I don't think people are going to like me and like come to the party and like buy the kit. But wow, did it meet and best all my expectations. Y'all have been so loving, and like, it just has made my heart feel so amazing, even on a Friday night. And thank you so much. Like, for real, this has been the best time. I can't wait until next time.
Absolutely. We'll see you all very soon. Our followers here are top notch, fantastic. So thank you all as well. All right.
Bye, friends.